Welcome, everyone. And as I promised before, I would have made a follow up video to actually provide all my parents and other persons who are watching about the practical, everyday activities and things and solutions and ideas you can do while homeschooling during COVID-19. But I'm going to give you some tips, and I want you to understand that these tips are not just for COVID-19. So these tips are going to be what you can use all the time as a parent. It's as a parent in assisting your child in enhancing the homeschooling process. So like I said, don't be the teacher. I've said this a lot. Don't be the teacher, be the best parent. And why I keep underlining that is because I want parents to understand that, when you do this, when you constantly think, I want to be my child's teacher, then you measure up yourself and you become incapable and you feel inadequate and you feel like you're not enough. As a parent at this time, I want you to understand that you are enough and you can do enough, and learning is more than just a classroom. It's more than just a school. And this is very important that I share this with you. So I want to share a few things with you. Many of you, your children are your kids are bringing home stuff from school. They're bringing home stuff from school. And one of the things that's happening is that I want you to learn with your child. This is an opportunity for you to learn with your child. So when they get the schoolwork online, take it a time to do that learning with your child. And remember, this is very important, that whatever you're getting from school at this time is enrichment. We call that enrichment activity. It cannot be new concepts unless there is formal instruction. So no teacher is going to send home a new concept unless it's provided with formal instruction. Okay. And if you're doing worksheets and you're doing activities that you have no idea what you're doing, you have to contact the teacher, or, as I always said, be resourceful and contact someone in your family, a friend, someone else who can explain to your child online. There are many, you can use Skype for an uncle who's living somewhere else, an aunt, a friend, another teacher somewhere else, to explain the concept to your child. And as a matter of fact, this is an opportunity for your child to get instruction and to hear different voices about a concept, about their work, from different voices. So use that opportunity. Don't see it as a negative. See it as a positive, right? Private tutoring. There are many persons who are still doing private tutoring. This is an opportunity for you to use a private tutor at this time. Online private tutors talking to me, talking to your child like I'm speaking to you, because it's hard for some schools. We have to be realistic. Not all schools have the facility and as the online platform and the know-how, and not every teacher can manage the online platform. So let's be honest and realistic about that. There are many teachers out there who are struggling to provide this kind of online connection. All right. A good thing to do is documentaries. We're talking about Netflix a lot. This is where you go and find documentaries, people. There are amazing learning series and documentaries out there. Many of your kids in grades 1 to grade 6 are doing animals and plants. There are amazing documentaries out there on Netflix and on YouTube that concerning animals and the life of animals and plants. So do that. Find those documentary. Learning is this is an opportune time for you to learn with your child. Absolutely an opportune time. There are many websites out there offering virtual museum tours and virtual stuff. Do that. Use that opportunity also. Source that, because you're home, right? Many of you are home. And YouTube. YouTube is a big learning tool. A lot of you don't realize how valuable YouTube is. As a school teacher, I have used YouTube a lot for maths. A lot of real maths lesson is on YouTube. Science lesson, vocabulary lesson, reading lesson, language lessons, grammar lessons. It's all on YouTube. It's there. Source it and use it, and position your child to sit with that as a learning, so they don't sit in the sofa and just curl up. Give them that physical seating, that they feel like they're doing a one-on-one with the learning. So do that. Another big one I said to you was vocabulary development. I said this in my first video. This is an amazing time to use to teach new words. label things in the home, read together, use the word in sentences, use the word around the house. You, the partner, whoever you live with, mom or dad, big brother, big sister, grandma, uncle, whoever is in the family, come together and use those words. Use them in sentences. Absolutely important. Phonics is a very big one. Letter sounds. So for me, one of my big ones are big one is going teaching initial sounds like consonant sounds like the sounds of C and B and F and G, or consonant blends, which one of my favorite, the BL, the BR, bl, black, blue, blouse, blink. So it's important to do that, or you're teaching things like the double E sound or the double O sound. Look, book, cook, took, hook. You know what I'm saying? Tool, right? School. So this is time for you to do that, and it's okay. You don't we don't need that heavy instruction that you feel like you need. It's simple, and guess what? When you have a conversation with your child about that, then guess what? You go on YouTube and you have follow-up activities. Go on YouTube. You can type in the double vowel E, double vowel O, or that kind of stuff. And you'll find things. Syllabication, compound words, a very big one I love to teach when I taught grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, or grade 4. Compound words, right? Cobweb, cornbread. You know, there's a time for you to do that and show them two words, two independent words come together to make one word. A very good lesson to work with. Here is one of my favorite: reading. Reading, sorry, sorry, reading to your child, reading with your child. Two different things. Two different things. All right. I want you to get that. Two different things. Reading to your child is an opportunity for your child to listen to you reading. Listen to you how you pronounce, how you enunciate, how you stop at surprises, how you change your voice. You know, this is a time for you to let your child enjoy you reading. You're reading about the big bad wolf. Well, become the big bad wolf. Huff and puff. Use the language, use the sound, you use your fingers, use your hands. This is a time for you to just love on your child through parenting, or love on your nephews and your niece, if your uncles, if your grandma doing it. This is for anyone who is doing it with a child. Just go in there, do it. I want your children, I want your child, I want your children to remember this time when I stayed home from school and mommy and daddy and uncle and grammy and grandpa spent time and engage in this kind of stuff. So read with them and read, let them read for you. This is very big. You listen while you're cooking. There's a big thing I always tell parents. You don't just sit down quietly. While you're cooking, let them sit at the kitchen table, sit at the counter, stand at the counter. You're cooking and they're reading for you. They're reading for you. What am I doing? I'm mixing, I'm baking, or I'm frying, whatever I'm doing. Let them do and let them read. And when they read for you, you stop and ask them questions about the character, about the story, about the person, about how they feel. All of this kind of stuff. That's how we teach comprehension skills. You ask them the who, the what, the where, the when, the why. Ask them about inferences. Ask them about drawing conclusion. These are skills I'm telling you right now that our students are not doing well with in school. How to make inferences, how to draw conclusions, how to say, okay, so if she went late and the bus left on time, do you think she would have caught the bus, or would the bus leave her? That kind of stuff. Ask to hear how they're thinking. Absolutely important. Another big one is the journal writing. This is one of my favorite. I tell you a story. As a school teacher for years, parents would travel and they would say to me, Mr. Campbell, I'm going away for a week and I have to take my child out of school. Can you give me work to take with me? Anyone who have had me in their class will tell you I mostly tell the parents no. I could give you a million stuff. Don't worry, I have stuff. The problem is, the good news is, I see parents saying to me, I'm taking my child to Paris. I'm taking my child to China. I'm taking my child to Asia. We're going to Jamaica for a week. We're going here. We're going there. I'm going to a conference. I said, use this as an opportunity for your child to learn with you. Instead of wanting your child to sit down and do 2 hours of maths, walk to the museum with your child. Walk to the park. Walk to the museum. Look at buildings. Look at how buildings are created. Look at different things. Use this as a time to learn together. Journal writing is good. As a matter of fact, I would be disappointed if after this, many of you parents don't allow your students to write, your children, I should say, your students, right? Your children to write daily stories, daily journal. Because I'm going to tell you something. We teach this at school. We teach journaling at school. It's a whole topic in writing. We also teach what we call how to paragraphs, how to bake, how to do this. Very systematic. This is a time for them to do that. Let them watch you cook and say and tell you what you're doing. You're going to do some good curry chicken. You're going to do a piece of steak. Let them show you season first. Let them show how you do this. What do you do? Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And let them write it down as you cook. See? What I'm trying to show you is that you don't have to be trying to have this big school keeping in your house. It's about the learning as you go along. But it's a posture for learning. It has to be a posture for learning and a presence for learning. A posture and a presence for learning is absolutely important at this point. Okay? Gratitude journal. One of my favorite is the gratitude journal. This is a missed opportunity, parents, at this time. Allow your child to write a gratitude journal every day, every single day. And they can write it first thing in the morning when they are fresh, right? Not in the evening when they want to watch TV. I would say first thing in the morning. Or you put it on a schedule like noon, right before lunch, at 12 o'clock, or right after lunch. Something very scheduled, a gratitude journal. Teach them how to be thankful. What are you thankful for? And you know what, in this time when everything is going around us crazy, it's a good time to center your kids. Center your kids. Teach them resilience. Teach them to be strong, the inner strength. Inner strength. Do it. Do it. Because we are coming out with a lot of brokenness after this, and it's the reality. But the truth is, there are going to be many of you where your children won't be as impacted or affected as the neighbor's child, and that is just the reality. I'm speaking honestly because you're teaching them certain inner skills. All right, and as we get to inner skills, I want you to look at this. We teach character development or character traits in our school system. Every school board, I think, does it. I want you to understand. I want you to understand, parent. This is one of my favorite slides. The next one is going to be even better. That we spend hours every single day. We spend hours in school every single week, I should say, or every single month, teaching these skills. If you ask me as a school teacher, I'm going to tell you these are skills your child should learn at home first. I should not be the first person to teach your child about kindness and responsibility and fairness and honesty. I should not. I should not. A school teacher should not be the first person. But I hope you understand we do this, and we do this big time in a school board. We do this big time. I give TDSB credit. We have done an amazing job doing this. Here is a time for you to do this, parents. Here is where you teach them integrity, perseverance. We're in April month, cooperation. How are we going to cooperate during this time? Teach them teamwork and fairness. These are skills. Your child sit in a classroom in the school learning this in circle time, carpet time, activities, assembly. Here is an opportunity for you to teach that. And I want you to take hold of this, parents. I need you. I need my parents to take hold of this slide and teach this stuff. The next one is very important. So if you're a parent any at all, I'm sure you have seen this before. Report card. And these are what we call our learning skills. I want you to understand that we are struggling in school to have our students be organized and collaborate and initiative and self-regulation. And I'm very particular about slide number 6. I am very particular about this, a bit not slide, but this learning skills. I'm going to tell you why. Because we have allowed our children to be so accustomed to depending on us that they have lost their ability to be responsible and independent. And I'm telling you this right now. Many of your children come to school and they don't have any sense of independence, responsibility, and initiative. They can't self regulate. What do I mean by that? They can't transition. What do I mean by that? You can't say to a child, you're going to do this 10 math, and when you're finished, I want you to go and shower. And when you're finished showering, then you get to watch TV. Transitioning math, shower, television. Math, shower, television. Transitioning. But guess what happens? You and I know, parent, be honest. You have to go in the shower 5 times to say, are you showering? You have to say 5 times, are you finishing maths? Then you have to say 10 times, go to turn on the TV. The truth is, I know some of you may disagree at this time, but this is just the honest reality. Unless somebody come up with a new philosophy of learning, these are skills that your child must learn. No child is born with the automatic ability to self-regulate and be independent and responsible. Even if you say, I'm such an independent person, if you check your history and if you check your life and if you check what's going on, you will realize, if you do all of that, you will realize, give me a minute, you will realize, if you do all of that, you're going to realize that there are skills and there are opportunities and there are learning moments where your child got that skill from. Right? So I want you to understand how important this is. This right here, this slide is a master slide for me. A very, very important. This alone could take you 6 weeks at home. And I'm being very honest about that. So I don't want you to be so despondent and to be so you're almost like you're gonna die because the kids are not in school. I want you to spend that time if you have that luxury of being home. I know every single person do not have the luxury of being home. I get it. And and that's another topic for me because of course, many of you who know me know I work in equity, diversity, and inclusion. And right now, what is happening is that, I would say the pandemic has lifted up the skirt of the school and showing all the inequities, right? And actually, that's the truth. And that's an entire different topic. I think I'm going to be doing a video on that soon about the level of inequities in school and how COVID is just showing it up. Corona she's just showing it up at this time because all schools are not made the same. And all students do not have the same kind of access. But what I want you to do, parents, is to push against that and own a little level of resilience this time. Because the truth is, the alternative is to fold your hands and blame. And I'm okay. I get it. Don't think I don't get it. So I don't want no one to feel like I don't get it. Yes, you have all right to blame. You have all right to hold the school board, the teacher, the principal accountable for the lack of. But in the meantime, 6 weeks home, 6 weeks home. You know what can be done in 6 weeks? I want you to understand that it's urgent. It's urgent for you to continue parenting, not teaching. It's urgent for you to continue parenting or step up your parenting game. Step up your parenting game. So the next one I have is money matters. A very big one for me is that this is a time to spend, is show your child how to spend money. Supermarket list, write it together. Write down the price together. Take pictures of the prices, write them down together. Plan. As a matter of fact, many of you are like myself, can't wait for this to go on a vacation. Plan the vacation budget with them. For the first time, let your child know that where they went, the hotel is not free, the food is not free, all that is not free. Show them how mommy and daddy and uncle and auntie, show them how you made it, how you plan it, how you budget it. Show them the plane ticket, the cost of the hotel. This is a time to do that. All right. The next one is try to keep a schedule. And I put this for last. I'm near to the end. It's not last. It's near to the end, right? Almost done. I put this near to the end because I want you to understand there is power in a schedule. And a lot of persons, I've spoken to persons who their body's off because everything is just flowing. And I speak to them and I said, you have to work with a schedule. I get up every morning the same time. I've gotten up a little bit later now. I'm a 6 a.m. every morning kind of guy. 6 a.m. every morning. Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter. Now I push that back to 7 o'clock. You give yourself some slack. You're not going to be all rigid on yourself. But I do dinner. Sometimes I'm being honest. I feel like I want to eat dinner at 1 o'clock. But I said to myself, no, because if I eat dinner at 1, I'm going to want something heavy at about 8 o'clock. And then I'm not trying to just stay home and eat and overeat myself, right? So give yourself a schedule. Give yourself a schedule. When do you go for this? When do you do that? It can't be every time. It cannot be any old time. And some of your kids are driving you wild because they want to eat every 5 minutes. Not true. I saw a parent do something the other day, and I want to share that with you on. I saw a parent pack their child's lunch and snack in the lunch bag and leave it in the house just the same. And that's the only place they're allowed to go. Because the truth is, when they're at school, that's where they go for their water, their snack, and their break. It's not impossible, parent. Sometimes we have owned things that's impossible, and so it is impossible. All right. The next one is your body and you. Very big one. Self-care, people. Teach your child, not because you're not going outside, go shower. Go bathe. Every morning, go bathe. Go shower. Or like me, I don't do morning showers, I do my evening showers, right? Yeah, you don't have to over shower because you're home, right? But go shower. Self-care is important. Go brush your teeth in the morning just the same. And exercise is a very big one. Exercise together. Let them do some form of exercise. Some of you have stairs. Let them do the stairs. Skipping in the garage, in the front yard. Take the walk with the family. Whatever you do. And it's a big one, parent. Here's a time to maybe to have that birds and the bees puberty talk. A lot of, I've taught grade 5 and grade 6 for years. Too many of our grade 6 and our grade 5 kids, our 10 and 11-year-old, don't know what's going on with their bodies. And here again, we leave teacher to do it. I don't want teacher to do it. I want you to do it. Parent, listen to me carefully. You don't need to be teaching your child about their body and puberty. Parent them into it. Parent them into it. Tell them about the changes, how they're going to take care of their body when the changes happen. Have those conversations. Family and identity, a very big one. Family and identity. This is a good time to talk about family. Talk about family history. You'd be surprised how many kids at school don't know where their grandparents are from. I'm telling you, I'm a school teacher. Teachers who are watching this, you're shaking your head. I could feel you already shaking your head. They don't know because mommy didn't tell them. And so we give them a paper. We said, tell mommy to write it on the piece of paper. This is a good time to teach them. This is a good time to teach your kids affirmation and self-esteem. Some of your kids have very low self-esteem because parenting is lacking. I know you don't like when I say that. I know you don't like when I say that. I know you don't like when I say that. I'm going to say it again. Some of our kids are struggling with self-esteem issue because they are not affirmed at home. You need to let your kids know they are capable, they are able, they are beautiful, they are handsome, they are gorgeous, they are intelligent, they are bright, they are wonderful, they are sweet, they are kind. I love you. I love you. You have to do that, parent. And as teachers, we do it. But I consider doing it as picking up the slack. I consider that picking up the slack. And I'm sure we love those children to death. That's why we teach. Some of us, that's why we teach. We love your kids. But I don't believe any teacher should love your child more than you. No, I don't. Absolutely don't. It happens every day, though. It happens every day. Tell your kids you love them, hug them, squeeze them. That constant letting them know they're beautiful, they're amazing. I have a picture with a child wearing a hijab. As a Muslim mother, if you're a Muslim mother, you let your child know how gorgeous they are in their hijab. Let them know it's who they are, it's their identity. If you're a Rastafarian and your child have locks, let your child know that this locks you wear, this locks you're wearing, my baby, makes you gorgeous. Big poof ear, big ear, your cornrow, whatever you do, let your child know that they're amazing. Learning in the home. I think we have said a lot of this before. And I just want to underline it again as I put it for last. It's a beautiful time to teach a lot of learning skills at home. How to set a table, how to eat with a knife and fork. A lot of your kids don't know. A lot of your children, they don't know. This is a good time to show them what a cup and saucer is for. It's a good time to show them the difference between, some of you have glass in your house, a drinking glass and a wine glass. That's why mommy drinks out of this. It's a wine glass. This is your cup. This is a dinner plate. This is a saucer. This is a dessert plate. This is a butter knife. Yes, this is a soup spoon. This is a teaspoon. Yes, yes, yes. I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from a place of knowledge. I have been around classrooms for 24 years as a trained teacher. I have seen it. Skincare. Teach them how to lotion their skin, how to oil their scalp. Teach them how to clean their nails. It's a good time to show them how to clean their nails. I went to the dollar store. No joke. I went to the dollar store. Let me see if I could find and bought a nail brush. I think it's somewhere here. I went to the dollar store and bought me a nail brush just this week to make sure I take it in the bath. It's in my office. Sorry, it's in my office. I'm sorry. It's in my office because I literally bought this. I think it was Thursday. Today's Friday. Yeah. Just bought it. And I said I want new ones to do my fingernail. Right? Teach them that. All right. And I'm going to leave this with you, everybody. Parent is the first teacher, and home is the first school. Parent is the first teacher, and home is the first school. Why am I sharing this with you today? It's for you to. I want parents to stress yourself less. I want you to be less upset, less angry, less fed up, less stressed about you not being an amazing teacher for your child. You don't need to be an amazing teacher for your child. Just be an amazing parent. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And I'm going to say that there's a lot of resources out there for you to do it well. All right. So breathe, everybody, and continue being an amazing parent. Nothing, nothing beat love of a parent. Absolutely nothing. And if your uncle and if your aunt, you're parenting at if your grandma, your grandpa, you're parenting at this time. If your big brother who is in and big sister who is in charge of the kids, then you're doing the parenting, right? You're doing the parenting. I didn't say mothering and fathering, two different things, right? So yes, you're doing the parenting. And as I said that, something came into my mind. And some of your kids need some more mothering and fathering. Yes, you're there. Spend some time, do some more of that. Pull them up close to you. Daddy, put them on your lap. Daddy, put them on your lap and talk to them. Put them on your lap and read for them. Put them on your lap and tell them how beautiful they are. Put them between your legs, mommy, and comb that hair. Brush that scarf, oil that scarf. Spend some time parting every single piece of that child's ear and oil that scarf. Oh, the love of a mother's hands going through that hair is something else. All right, or a dad. So I hope this helped you. This is how I do my work. This is how I do my talk. Everybody have their own way. This is how I do it. This is the Dr. ABC way. And I hope somebody benefited from this. Thank you so much and have yourself a wonderful day and continue being an amazing parent that you are. Leave the teaching to the teachers. You're good enough. You're good enough.